welcome back to my YouTube channel. For my subscribers, I am back on YouTube, and if you're just randomly watching this video, welcome to my channel. Feel free to browse, feel free to explore wellness spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. So as you can see from the title of the title of the video, that this video is about letting go of the perfect mentality. And I wanted to actually shoot this video tomorrow when I had made my hair and I had done everything perfectly. But I was like, you know what is the message of this video? And after answering that question, I decided to just do this video just like this simply. So I hope you don't mind. I am treating my hair currently, quarantine things, and honestly, I don't see how this t-shirt is not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, let's get into the video. So first thing, let me explain the perfect mentality. The perfect mentality is what we've had since we started watching movies, because I always blame Hollywood for all my problems. So the perfect mentality is this idea that everything has to go right, everything has to go your way, things have to happen in a certain way. For example, in friendships, you always we've grown up watching Hannah Montana, and we've seen how Lily was loyal to Hannah, and she was always there for her. You know, they always loved each other. So we ingrained that perfect mentality into our lives. And we're like, if my friend is not paying attention to me, if my friend is not supporting me, okay, your friend should support you. Wow, your friend should support you. But there's this expectation of other people and things and yourself to be perfect, but in real life nothing is perfect, nothing always goes according to plan, nothing always works. Life happens because it's life, so nothing is perfect. In relationships, people expect the other person to be perfect, and the worst part about this is most people don't step up themselves. They just expect the other person to be like Prince Charming or to be like Cinderella, like how we see in the movies. Yeah, I'm blaming Hollywood for everything. So, okay, I'm not blaming Hollywood, but there's that perfect mentality that is always ingrained in us. Like, things have to go right. And I am here to show you how to let go, or to tell you how to let go of that mentality. So, the first way to let go of that mentality is to first of all know your worth. That phrase, three-word phrase, has been repeated over and over by everyone because it is so true. Knowing your worth is like finding gold at the end of the rainbow. Just because things don't go your just because things don't go your way, just because people aren't acting right, just because things are not happening the way you want them to happen, does not take anything away from you, does not make you any less, does not mean that you're not good enough. It doesn't mean anything. You still have your value, you still have your worth. That's why knowing your worth is so important, because when things go wrong, you know that I am still 100% me. I can still get through this. I can still wake up tomorrow and be victorious. I can still be a survivor. I can still win. You know all these things once you know your worth. If you let me give a case in point, not case in point, but just an example. Let's say you plan to work out for 6 days of the week and you worked out only for 2 of those days. That does not mean that you are any less or you're not good enough anymore just because things didn't go how you planned them to. So let go of that perfection that things have to go a certain way. If not, you decrease value. Whether or not things happen, you still have your worth. Like being productive, getting a job, succeeding, all those are pluses and bonuses to you and your worth. Yes. My next point is know your purpose. Know why. Know your why. Why are why am I on this earth? Why are you on this earth? Know your purpose. And I like quoting this guy, Bob Goff. I don't know what he is. I think he's an author. Honestly, I don't know where. I just found this quote on Pinterest. And it says, we cannot be distracted by perfection if we are captivated with purpose. And I was like, sir, you are spitting. You are spitting. So that's just the truth. Perfection, perfection is actually, if you think about it, it's actually society's, it's a child of society, it's a product of society. Perfection, for example, in society, perfection is having okay, I want to fight. Okay, I won't even say it. Perfection is having a big car, perfection is having a big house, perfection is having a lot of money in your account, having a family, having a spouse, or having a significant other. People don't even chase like real love or relationship, they just want to have a significant other, having children that you can support. That's perfection. That's the ideal life. That's a perfect life. Good life. All the things that people have been telling you is perfection. But if you know your purpose, if you know why God placed you on this earth, you won't be distracted by perfection. You won't be distracted by Instagram models flossing their big houses, because maybe that's not your purpose. Okay, that's a very vague example, but I hope you're following what I'm saying. You won't be distracted by your friend becoming a famous artist, uh, because that's not your purpose. It may look perfect, like wow, they're famous artists, they have everything, you know, all the perks of being a famous artist. Like let's say Beyonce's friend. Beyonce's friend isn't trying to be Beyonce. Why? Because that is not her purpose. It may look perfect, may look amazing to be Beyonce, but that's not her purpose. So she's not going to chase that perfection, quote unquote, because that's not her purpose. And also, God is the only one who can tell you your purpose. God is the creator. I was watching Brini Lee's video, you should look her up. She was talking about how when you have an iPhone, you don't go to a Samsung shop and tell them to fix your iPhone. They're going to tell you they're going to tell you go to an iPhone shop. The same way, God is your creator. So you can't go to the world, you can't go to Instagram, you can't go to books, you can't go to books, you can't go to school, you can't go to the field, you can't go anywhere else to look for your purpose but the creator himself. He's the only one who can guide you and direct you. So my advice is to pray, 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 and ask God to give you guidance and wisdom. Don't feel bad, it doesn't happen in a day, maybe it will, but I can promise you that one day you will wake up and you will know and you will do exactly what God placed you on this earth to do. So let go of perfection, find your purpose, find what makes you happy. Genuinely, yeah. Yeah. Next point is embrace yourself. And this is now more of a modernized message, the embracing yourself message. It's all about self love, loving yourself, looking inwards for validation. Looking inwards for validation. You can never be validated outside of yourself. You may be gratified, like people may make you feel good, like, yeah, you look nice. But that's just gratification. The only person who can truly validate you is yourself. And the second that you're looking outside for validation, you've already validated yourself and you have told yourself that you are not good enough until somebody else says you're good enough. So kindly go back to you, have a moment with yourself, have a Socratic discussion. I think that is what it is called, a self-awareness discussion. Sit down with yourself and ask yourself, who am I? What do I like? What do I love? What do I hate? Everything. Embrace yourself. Embracing yourself enables you to let go of the perfect mentality, in that you know what is for you, you know what is perfect for you. If somebody came and told you soda is the perfect beverage or soft drink, you know yourself, you know you like coffee or you know you like tea, so you're like, nope, coffee is the best for me. That's a vague example again, but I hope you follow what I'm saying. Once you are truly in your element, genuine with yourself, not with other people, once you're genuine with yourself, you're true to yourself, honest to yourself, real with yourself, that is the only time you can be able to run your own race and to let go of that perfect mentality, to let go of what the world has told you is perfect, but to actually find what you believe to be perfect. Perfect. My next point is learn how to accept criticism, positive feedback, and actually not positive feedback. Learn how to listen or accept criticism. Criticism is a part of life, and I'm not going to say that word again. It's a part of life. Everybody will criticize somebody. It's life. Learn how to accept it, be at peace with it, because that's one of the biggest things that makes people feel imperfect. They are criticized. People tell them you're too fat, you're too thin, your hair is too short, it's too long, your skin is breaking out, your skin is this. All these things that those are even very shallow examples. Things like your presentation was not good enough, you don't get good grades, you're not a good player on the field, not on the you're not a good player, all these things, all these little things that we're told that make us think we're not good enough, we're not perfect enough, we're imperfect, all those things. Learn how to live with them, learn how to accept them. They're part of life. Everybody has something to say, and that's life, man. That's life. People will always be speaking. For example, I read this a while back, but I remember it's in the Bible. um Jesus was talking about how when John the Baptist came, they criticized him for how he was, like he didn't like wear nice clothes. All he ate was grasshoppers and what, and all those, how he survived in the desert. They criticized him for how he was. And when Jesus came, Jesus used to wear, okay, I don't know if he wore fine clothes, but he dressed like a normal person. He drank with the tax collectors, he ate with the prostitutes, and they criticized him and told him this is a glutton. They called Jesus a glutton, and I can't remember what they called John the Baptist, but polar opposites those were two polar opposites, and people still criticize them. Meaning, whatever you do, whether you are thin, whether you are fat, whether, okay, I don't know if thin is the appropriate word, honestly. I'm sorry if it offends anyone. So, whether you are this, whether you are that, however you are, people will always criticize you. So, that's just the way it is, man. You gotta accept it and just move on. Learn how to accept criticism, and more importantly, learn how to accept and work on positive feedback, positive criticism. Somebody tells you, I don't like the tone you use when you talk to me, or somebody tells you maybe you could do better in the field, you could do better in your presentations, you could do better with your something, anything. Learn how to evaluate yourself, and this goes back to embracing yourself. When you're already aware of yourself, you can take criticism. It's like you're an app. I will not say criticism again, but it's like you're an app. When you're aware of yourself, you're like an app. Like, you can take in the feedback. Wow, you can take in the feedback and you can fix the bugs. I wanted to say bugs, that's why I said feedback, but okay. You can take in the feedback and you can fix the bugs. Like, you are already aware of yourself, so what you know is not you will not affect you. It will be like, sorry, skirt, like bounce back. It won't affect you. So yeah, learn how to accept criticism. And my last point is, life is not guaranteed to be perfect. I've said that throughout the video, I think. But in John 16:33, Jesus literally tells us, in this life you will have tribulations. The King of Kings, God is like a whole being, like above us, is like way above us. And he is telling us for a fact, in this life you will have tribulations, but fear not, I have overcome the world. So he has already overcome the world to begin with. But you should know that in this life you will have tribulations, many and many tribulations, many challenges. They are part of life. Life can never be perfect. Nobody promised you perfection. Nobody. Like, perfection is, it's, I don't even know where it came from. Okay, it's a thing. Wherever it came from, who knows? But yeah, nobody promised you perfection in this life. Life is always full of tribulations. Life is always full of challenges. It's life. Embrace it. Make the most of life. Don't focus on the negative things. Don't focus on the challenges. Focus on what makes you happy, what brings joy, what brings love, what brings hope, what brings faith, what brings bravery. Yeah, focus on those things. Only on the positive. Always look on the bright side of life, on the bright side of things, on the positive side of life. And yeah, I hope this video helped you to realize that you don't need perfection. You're actually amazing. I was tempted to say perfect, but yeah, I think that concept that, how am I saying weird things outside my window today? Uh, the concept that everybody is perfect in their own unique way is true, and I believe it. Perfection does not come in a bottle for us to drink it up. No, perfection has no shape, it has no size, it has no quantity, it has nothing. Perfection is unique in each and every one of us, and I hope you will find your own perfection in your own uniqueness. Yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you loved it. Please like it if you actually liked it. Subscribe for more of these types of videos. I do wellness physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Peace. I don't have an outro, so I will see you in my next video.